I am back with another coin video. This is after my December visit to my favorite local coin store where I purchased 64 coins for $16, four for $1, and found some really nice things out of there. I keep a running tally of the value, the book value of all the coins. And the first half of this video, I got $80 worth of value, and I'm not going to do that good with this video, but there's still going to be some pretty good value that we're going to find here. So we're going to jump in and start with a coin from Singapore. From 2001, this is the $1 coin. This one looks really nice shape, uncirculated $1 coin here. It's going to be KM 103. A lot of the Singapore coins from about the 90s to early 2000s, there's a couple of different versions, and sometimes the years overlapped, and it had to do with the motto on the banner here above the date. This one is what they called curves down in the center. The earlier version is curves up in the center. So this one makes a smiley face, and the older version has a frowny face. And there were a couple of years where it overlapped like that. So this coin has a value of a book value of $1.50. This particular coin was made 1992 to 2013. Now, I just realized when I said the first video had a book value of $80, that's because I put this next coin with the last lot. So the previous video had a combined value of $66. So we're actually going to get a little bit closer to that. So my apologies for messing that up. But part of that is because this is actually the most valuable coin that we're going to show in this video in book value. And so not only book value, I found this consistent on when you look on Numista. It's listed on there a lot, and it's not under $10 for anyone wanting to take a look at it. So we're going to start with the head side. This is the $5 coin. And let's see, this is the name of this flower is written as Vanda Miss Joaquin. Joaquin. I don't know if it's pronounced like Joaquin, like a Hispanic name, or what. But Vanda Miss Joaquin flower. And also Vanda, sometimes it's written as Kanda. So not really sure about that. This one is KM 104.2. And this one apparently is only made in sets. I don't know if they made circulating versions of this. If they have, it is more recent than when this coin was made. So a lot going on this side. We've got the smile up banner on this one. So the thing that I think it catches your attention the most is the etched portion, the etched oval at the bottom of the ring here. You hold it one way, it has a date, and it's really hard to capture on camera. You can see the 2000 on here, but the last digit's a 1, and that took me a while to kind of figure out what that last digit was. And then you turn it slightly, and we see something else. Oh, there we go. So at first I thought that was a dollar sign, but it's almost not quite a dollar sign, because instead of it just making a meeting in the middle, you can see it better now that I kind of blocked out the reflection on it. So this is apparently the logo of the central bank. And so it's kind of important to figure that out, because there were 3 different versions of this coin that were bimetallic. And it's all based on the way that logo appears. And so it changes in different years, and there's even years where it overlaps. So let's see, I've already said KM 103. No, 104.2. The one in this year of 2001, there's only version 0.2, which is the BCCS logo. This coin had a mintage of 100,000. It has an aluminum brass center with a copper nickel outside. There is a silver-proof version of this coin, which is surprisingly not that much more expensive, even though the mintage is closer to 8,000. It's just the silver value of it. It has about a quarter of an ounce of silver, and then when it's it's in a proof condition, I saw it selling for about $12 online, and the catalog value says 15. So the silver value of the coin is not that much more valuable than the bimetallic coin, and I don't know that I've ever seen that before. But yes, this coin is worth $12, and if I didn't make it clear earlier, I accidentally said it included the value of this $12 coin when I said the last video was 80. So this one actually has more value than I was originally going to give it credit for. We're going to move to a coin from South Africa. This one is just a 5-cent coin featuring a blue crane, but I do tend to pick up South African coins when I find them newer than about 19 or about newer than 2000, just because every year it has a different legend on it. So in 2005, the 5-cent coin said Afrika Borwa on it. As it turns out, I have it, because you look for it long enough and you finally, eventually you are going to hunt them all down. But this one is KM 291. We're going to move to a coin from Libya. This is a coin that I have found silver coins in this bin before, and it kind of looks like a silver coin. Maybe you don't think so, but it's got kind of that silver coin look. It'd be nice if it was, but no, it's not. It's not a silver coin. This one is a 2 piastres coin. The person featured here is Idris the First. Flip it over. It's a 2 piastres. The date in Arabic numbers right here says 1952. This one is KM5, and even though it's copper nickel, it books for $1.50. We're going to move to a World War I era coin from Romania. This is one I'd never seen before, and this is pretty rough condition. I'm going to call it fine, but it's an aluminum coin from 1921, the only year it was made. So we've got a giant eagle here, and I like how the wings are so large that it almost covers half the coin. Flip this one over. The value is 50 Bani. Even though this is only 1-year coin, there are variations on the size of the hole here that are well established, that make about a half a millimeter of difference. This coin is KM45, and in this condition, books for $1.25. We're going to move to a coin from Nicaragua. A lot of the Nicaraguan coins have the 5 mountain peaks with the cap and rays above them. This coin is a 50 centavos of a Cordoba. That would be like an American saying 50 cents of a dollar. From 1994, another 1-year coin. We have a dove in flight over the shape of Nicaragua. This is KM83. So even though that Libyan coin was not made out of silver, I didn't completely strike out when it comes to silver coins because of this one. This is from Turkey, 1948. Very simple design on that side. 50 kurus. As it turns out, my previous visit to the same coin shop a couple of months earlier, I got this exact coin, except this one is better. It is, the last one was definitely fine at best, where this one is better quality. It's 60% silver. That comes to 0.0772 ounces of silver, or a foreign exchange value today of $1.80. But wait, there's more. This time, unlike last time, this time I did find the 1 lira coin. This one has even better details to it, but it's scratched up, so I wonder if it's been cleaned. Hard to say. The scratches look more obvious here. There's some kind of residue on here. So I wonder if it was glued to something, or, well, if it was glued, then it would be on the raised surfaces instead of in the valleys. So um, it's got nice detail to it, so I'm going to leave it in my album with the other side up. But I would not necessarily feel like I'd have to replace this one in my catalog or in my collection if I ever found a different version of it. But this one's also 60% silver, not quite twice as big as the last one, but it has a silver content of 0.1447 ounces, giving it a foreign exchange or a silver value of $3.30. There are apparently lots of different edge varieties on here, and so you can barely see some letters on here. Look, it's probably going to say Turkey Cumhuriyeti with letters into the reeded edge. So I've seen that on a lot of Turkish coins before. So now we're going to go to a series of coins from Brazil, where they have the real system. The 1 real from Brazil is now a bimetallic coin. It's been that way for probably 15 to 20 years or so. And with Brazil hosting the 2016 Olympics in Rio, in 2016 was when the Olympics are, so in 2015 they made some commemorative Olympic coins, a total of 8, and someone must have had a complete set because I found all 8 of them that were produced this one year. Now they did it other years. So here we have basketball, so we've got like a slam dunk going on. They're all going to have the same view on the other side, just the 1 real from 2015. And so this one is 704. All of these are going to book for $1. Next up, we have sailboating. KM 705. They produced 20 million of each coin. So I don't know if that makes it how rare that's going to be. So not only are they celebrating the Olympics, but they're also celebrating the Paralympics. And I say that because I am told that this is supposed to be a Paralympic sailboatist. I don't particularly see anything in here that makes it look like this is someone who would be part of the Paralympics, but maybe sailing is a good sport for that, or canoeing. So this one's KM 706. Then we're going to move on to rugby. For KM 707. All these also have segmented reading. So you'll have a smooth section and then you'll have a reeded section. Then we're going to have a sport that an American calls soccer and the rest of the world calls football. With that in mind, I just learned today that my alma mater, Lipscomb University, had the #1 draft pick taken from Lipscomb in the MLS draft yesterday. So that's kind of interesting. So this soccer/football is KM 708. Then 709 is going to be volleyball. So someone jumping up to spike here. 710. This one definitely you can tell is for the Paralympics, as this is running. So these coins are going to have a brass-plated steel ring over a stainless steel center. So the composition of this coin is mostly steel, and so the ring itself is plated in brass. And then our final Olympic coin is going to be Judo. Almost hard to tell which way is up on here, so you have to look at the Rio 2016 logo on here. And so, of course, this one is 7-11. But I've got one more coin here, also from 2015. The Brazilians decided to have a 50th anniversary of the central bank coin. So we've got a 1965 at the top, 2015 over here. Still books for $1, although there is way more of these. The rest had 20 million. This one had almost 49 million. So if you're looking for the set there of the Olympic coins, there were 16 in the set, and half of them were made in 2015. They made another 4 in the year before in 2014, and 4 the year of 2016. So I'm glad I was able to come away with half the set here. Now we're going to take a moment and look at some Euro coins, but countries that aren't quite as common. We're going to start with this 1 Euro cent coin from Greece, where they put their old currency name on here, which is the lepta, 2002. And then also from Greece, we've got the 20 lepta. This one features John Capodistrias. So one interesting thing about 2002 Greek Euro coins is the placement of the mint mark. And sometimes the rarer version, only in 2002, would have the letter F on a mint mark on a star which is closest to the date. So on this one, it would have been the star right here. This one does not have that mint mark. Then this 50 Euro cent is going to be Irish, where they have the harp on pretty much all their coins. Then I just picked that one up for the trade value. Then this 20 cent is going to be from the Netherlands, where they still featured Queen Beatrix. Move on. Definitely going to pick up a €1 anytime I can find it in a quarter bin. And so this one is from Belgium, where it features Albert II. There is a slightly different version of this where they move the A2 monogram from outside the ring to inside the ring. So they did that on later years. Then from Luxembourg, we've got the 2 cent. Their country, they call themselves Letzeburg. And then finally, same country, the 20 Euro cent. Similar design there. Next up is not a coin, but a token. I couldn't find much on this coin. I found some others that were a little bit more frequent. Woodmen of the World is a civic organization, not as famous as the Masons. Flip it over, and I believe this is a leader of the Woodmen of the World. So one thing that stood out to me here is where it says coin test. And so why would this say coin test? Were they looking to make their own coins? Were they looking to sell things to each other? What was this about? No, what the coin test was if you were a member of the civic organization, you would carry this coin around with you anytime you were out in public. And so if you met someone else who was a woodman, they would say, "Oh, you're a woodman? Well, then let me test you. Show me your coin." And so you would pull out this coin and say, "See, I am a member of the Woodmen of the World." So that was the purpose of this coin. Best I can tell, this token dates to about the 1920s. We're going to move to a coin from the German Empire, near the end of the German Empire, where it is 1917 for a 1 Pfennig coin made out of aluminum. This one has an A for Berlin mint mark on it. So this is very similar to the 1 Pfennig coin that circulated out of copper from 1890 to 1916, but they made it out of aluminum in 1917. You can find they made very small numbers of these in 1916 and 1918, but they are very expensive. So the 1917 is pretty much the only year you're going to find. This one is KM24. So I had the silver coin from Turkey earlier, with 2 of them, but then I was surprised to find this coin. Also made out of silver. And this is a coin that I've purchased, same year even, at above spot price. So to find this one for a quarter, I was really surprised. This one is a 50-cent coin from the Bahamas from 1966, KM7. There we've got Queen Elizabeth when the monarch still was over the Bahamas. And so this one is 80% silver, which gives it a little bit over a quarter of an ounce, 0.2667 ounces of silver. Today, that makes this coin worth $6.50. So very happy to find that coin in a quarter bin. Next, we're going to look at an old coin from Britain, the oldest coin of the video, 1862, although it has damage, but I've noticed that coins this old, even when they're damaged, do pretty well in my my trade bins. So obviously Queen Victoria. This design is called the bun head. KM748.2, there are lots of variations of this coin, but this coin might be too well worn to see any of them, like there could be the letter A or the letter B on the side of the lighthouse, or the initials of the engraver right above the 8 and the 6 right here. There's a little spot there, but that's not the engraver initials on this one. So, yeah, I like pulling up 150-year-old coins whenever I can. So this next coin, or token, comes from Germans' era when Notgeld was very common. So there was a countrywide shortage of coins after around the World War I days. And so a lot of localities started making their own coins. So this one is sort of Notgeld, but is really more of a transportation token. This coin was made from 1920 to 21. It has a value of 20 Pfennig. It is from the Bavarian cities of Nuremberg and Furth. The Straßenbahn, that translates to the streetcar railway. Flip it over, and one of the things that are nice about Notgeld coins, oftentimes they show off local culture in things that you wouldn't, places of interest that aren't important enough to be on a national currency. But when you have city coins, yes, things like this would show up. So again, this is a transportation token and not Notgeld, although perhaps people could have traded these as if they were currency because they had 20 Pfennig of value. So in the city of Furth, the name of this building is the Berolzheimeranium. Berolzheimeranium. This is the original home of Heinrich Berolz. His house turned into a library. Upon his death, he donated his house to the city, and they used it as a library and other functions. So when I looked up this coin on Numista, I don't know if this is how many there are, but there were 46 different tokens that they had pages of on their set out of this Nuremberg streetcar railway set. So there could have been more than that, but they've documented 46 of these. And so imagine trying to put together that set. I usually don't try and add a book value for tokens, but there is enough knowledge on this one that I put a $2 value on that one. So in the last video and this video, I have looked at 64 coins. He happened to have a coin in flip 2 for $1 bin, and the guy's like, oh, I'll just give you these for free to be nice. So we're going to start with a coin from Albania, which is probably one of the toughest coins. If you don't know what their country is in their language, then it probably is one of the toughest to recognize. Their language, I mean, they even use Cyrillic like the Soviets do. So this looks like you would pronounce that Shkiperi, I guess. But it's really from Albania. And so I've found a few dram coins since the Soviet Union dissolved, but it's harder to find Albanian coins from before the Soviet Union. This is made out of zinc, and zinc coins start off looking like nickel, but it doesn't take a lot of effort for a coin that is 80 years old to turn black, and then when it corrodes, gives it kind of a gross white residue on it. So that's what we've got going on here. But even in this condition, it books for $1.25. This is it's KM37. This is going to be a 2 leek coin from 1947. And then we're going to finish with a coin from Mozambique when they were controlled by the Portuguese. So this one is 1960. All they had written on here was Y24, so this must have been punched from a long time ago because my catalog already had KM83 in it. So this was probably put in a flip at least 30 years ago. But it's definitely an upgrade in my collection. It's going to be the 10 centavos. And this one actually books for $1.50 because it is in, has some luster back to it. All right, so all of the coins in the video, always say I keep a running book value, not because I am trying to get rich or flip them, but because I'm generally interested to see how I do, and I'm a math nerd, and so I like to keep up with it. I paid $16 for the lot, the last video and this video. The last video had a value of about $66. So this one comes out to, now let me do the math in my head. The total value of both videos, the entire bag is $114. So let me do some math in my head real quick. That's 34 plus, okay, $48 value in the coins that I looked at in this video. So I paid $8 for the coin in this video. So I'm very happy with that. Lots of $1, $2 coins. And then the Singapore coin at the very beginning that was $12, and then 3 silver coins and all that. So, all right. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.